guys, it's Laurel is here with blueoxrvinspection, and today we are inspecting this beautiful Newmar Baystar 3226. Our clients are in Massachusetts and we are their eyes here in Jacksonville, Florida. If you're enjoying our videos so far, we'd like to invite you to hit that subscribe button and also ring the notification bell. Turn the notifications on so you'll be notified when our next video comes out.
Well, there we go. That's the end of our day. I don't know what time it is, 5 of 5, something like that. So this beautiful Newmar Baystar, phenomenal. We worked all day on this. We left home about 7. We made it here about 9:15. 9 o'clock we've been working on this. We've been going around, Laurel and I. And here's a synopsis. I'm not going to bore you, but here's a synopsis of a couple of things we found. This customer's intent was, do I need an inspection? So that was their big deal. They're buying a rig, sight unseen. They're from New Hampshire, like Laurel said earlier, and it's down here they're from Massachusetts, and same neighborhood. And they're coming down here to pick it up. So it was like, okay, we're gonna come down on a Friday, we're gonna pick it up. Do you think we need an inspection? Well, people were smart enough to tell them, you ought to. And I gotta say, this unit is impeccable. It's beautiful. It's the craftsmanship on this unit stunned me. At one point, it took me a while to end up on the roof, and at one point I thought, wow, this is the one. We're gonna find nothing here. Well, let's go a little bit of little things that if you would have showed on Friday, took your bus, come down here and thinking you're gonna leave on Friday after your PDI of an hour, that ain't happening, people. See, this is smart. Now they're gonna come in a couple of weeks. You already know they're gonna be here in 2-3 weeks. It will be fixed by then. The little things we found, which there's a couple of major for us because we're not used to it, but the technician didn't know, so now he's gonna know, he's gonna have his list. So here we go. Again, I'm gonna say this is beautiful, but the first major thing that I found, and it's gonna be hard to see now, but when we close this, because we actually actuate everything, from the leveling system to the slides, we bring them in. This slide is actually slouching on this end, and how do I see that? It's physical, it's normal. Those don't line up with the full body paint job. So now you know your slide out is a little bit sideways. No big deal. They're gonna have to get it into an RO, repair order, and fix it and just realign it. Not a big deal. But from the manufacturer to here, it actually sat down and now it's sideways. So shortly, it will create more problems. So that was a big one. Truma water heater worked perfectly. Our tires, our undercarriage, everything is nice. Everything is working as intended. And I'm telling you people, this is nice, it's beautiful. Every seal, I know it's my eye, but I see everything that they've done. Everything is professional, everything was well made. So I think on this one, the customer were lucky. They didn't end up with a guy that was leaving that day. So I think they got a lucky overall manufacturing thing. V8 gas engine, Ford frame, F53, little details. Look like a nice rig. I think it's going to be nice to drive, and I know the owner's about my size, and he was wondering, concerned about if it fits in there. So this morning the customer called Laurel and asked her, can you measure this? So that was kind of interesting and fun too. So I've tried it myself, backed up, and we did all the motion commotion, and I think he's going to be fine. So the other thing I wanted to show you was, see on that awning up there, see that cable that's dangling down? Well, when we open this awning, that whole thing is dangling down. I mean, that's gonna have to be repaired big time. But if you come on your PDI Friday morning, that you took your bus, your airplane, you made it here, you ain't leaving today. So here's another thing of your list. So, and on this side, everything was good. TV's in there to just show a little bit of what the unit has. So now what we're gonna do, oh, I went on the roof too. So I got about, and I knew, I told the customer, I said, I almost lost, because typically I say 99% of the time I find stuff, and especially on the roof and sealant. Well, I walked up there, that was nicely done, nicely put again. Nope, again, I found some little things here and there that are obvious. I'm not making them up, and I'm not scratching And that was well made, but it shrunk, and wherever you put the lap sealant, well, it created a gap in one of the trim rail. Water's going in there already. It's already been going in there. So, and two of the vents, they put the screws on at the bottom of the vent covers open, and they just went around the screws. You screw a hole in the metal, it will leak in, and typically they are sealed, so that was kind of stunning. So now it's Laurel's turn. We're gonna go see what we have going inside.
So here we are inside, and I really didn't find anything up here in the cab area, which this is an impeccable coach. It is beautiful. But when we come over here to the day shade, it might be something minor to all of you, but, well, this is the room darkening, but look at the dirt that you can see along the bottom. It's nitpicky. Yes, we have to be nitpicky for our customers because they're expecting this to be perfect. And then when we come over here into the kitchen, we have this beautiful pantry, but the bottom hinge is extremely loose, so this does not stay shut nicely. Also, the refrigerator. So again, this is the lock for the fridge, and you can see that it has to be lined up perfectly in order to shut properly. So that needs to definitely be fixed. And then coming into the bedroom, we had a day shade that does not retract at all. Now you notice that it's quite dark in here. I've worked most of the day in the dark because somehow, some way, there's something that is not properly functioning in the switch here. So the bathroom and the bedroom have not had lights all day long.
So we know that it is in this switch because the technician came in at one point, and what did he tell you?
He did say he got the lights on for a little bit, and he said don't use the center switch because it is probably something that's in the wiring. So they are going to be able to fix that, but it's nice that they're going to know this ahead of time before our customer arrives.
What did he tell you?
That there was, in the switch, there was probably something.
So what did he tell you to do? Not touch it or something?
He said don't touch it.
So what happened?
Don't touch the switch. And then my husband comes in and starts touching all the switch.
Because I have to.
And
I need
the
to
lights
know.
went out. So I worked in the dark the rest of the day. But besides that, this is a beautiful coach. I think our customers are going to be extremely happy that they had their inspection. So they're not going to be sitting around, waiting around once they have their PDI for all of these little things to be fixed.
So you can tell now, and we know now, and that's why we say, we constantly repeat, it's not about the destination.
It's all about the journey.